Humanity manifests through a fascinating biological diversity and psychological resilience. This dossier explores 10 extraordinary life paths where individuals, faced with rare medical conditions, have transcended physiological limits to redefine global standards. Number 10. Jahza Gary, redefining aesthetics through lamellar ichthyosis. Jahza Gary embodies an unprecedented revolution in the contemporary fashion industry. By transforming an ultra-rare genetic condition, lamellar ichthyosis, into an incomparable visual signature, she has shaken the codes of haute couture. This pathology, which affects only 1 in 100,000 births, is characterized by an anomaly in skin renewal. Her organism generates skin cells at a frantic pace, creating a unique texture akin to natural armor. For Jahza, growing up with this appearance required extraordinary mental strength. During her youth in North Carolina, she had to face the misunderstandings of a school and social system unaccustomed to radical difference. Rather than enduring this singularity as a medical burden or a source of shame, she chose to establish herself on New York's most demanding runways. Her skin, which she describes as being in a state of constant shedding, became a symbol of renewal and strength. By collaborating with prestigious agencies and world-renowned brands like Maybelline and Target, she proved that biological rarity can be a lever for narrative power. Jahza is more than a model. She serves as a high-level speaker, advocating for increased visibility for people with disabilities in pop culture. Her journey demonstrates that aesthetics is not a fixed norm, but a territory of expression where biological authenticity prevails over the smooth perfection of digital filters. Number 9. Isabella Springmuhl, innovation in inclusive and adaptive design. Isabella Springmuhl made fashion history by becoming the first designer with Down syndrome, trisomy 21, to present her collections at the prestigious London Fashion Week. Her meteoric rise is no accident, but the result of a strategy of resilience against systemic exclusion. After being denied entry to several design schools in Guatemala due to her condition, Isabella decided to transform this obstacle into a unique entrepreneurial opportunity. By founding her brand, Down to X Jabel, she identified a critical market segment, the glaring lack of luxury clothing adapted to diverse body types. Down syndrome often results in specific physical characteristics, such as a shorter stature or proportionally different limbs, making standard ready-to-wear clothing unsuitable. Isabella skillfully fused traditional Guatemalan textiles, rich in colors and symbols, with cutting-edge adaptive tailoring techniques. Her creations are not merely aesthetic, they are functional and restore autonomy to those who wear them. Recognized by the BBC as one of the most influential women in the world, she demonstrates that disability is often a social construct resulting from an unadapted environment. Her work forces fashion conglomerates to rethink diversity, not as an act of charity, but as a driver of innovation and an inexhaustible source of creativity. Number 8. Valeria Levitin, a sentinel against the excesses of beauty standards. Valeria Levitin's journey constitutes a tragic but essential case study on the extreme consequences of societal pressures related to body image. A former Russian model based in Monaco, she suffered from a severe form of anorexia nervosa that reduced her weight to just 25 kilograms, 55 pounds, for a height of 1.73 meters, 5 feet 8 inches. Her physical transformation into what she herself called a living skeleton became a visceral testimony to how the human psyche can dismantle the survival instinct under the influence of toxic aesthetic models. Valeria did not wish to be an icon of thinness. She became, despite herself, a global alarm cry. Before her passing in 2013, she showed exceptional courage by choosing to expose her condition to the general public. Her goal was purely preventive and educational. She wanted to turn her own body into a pedagogical tool to dissuade younger generations from following her path. She received letters from young girls wanting to look like her, which she found terrifying. She dedicated her energy to answering these messages, explaining the physiological reality of her condition, the inability to eat normally, constant pain, and social isolation. Her legacy lies in her fierce activism against eating disorders, reminding the world of the thin line between the quest for perfection and self-destruction. Number 7. Hee-Ah Lee, pianistic mastery beyond digital limits. Hee-Ah Lee represents an exceptional phenomenon in the world of classical music and cognitive neuroscience. Born with a congenital malformation that left her with only 2 fingers on each hand, she achieved the technical feat of conquering an instrument designed for a 10-fingered physiology. Her success is not the result of a miraculous innate talent, but of a methodical restructuring of her musical approach. For years, she practiced up to 10 hours a day, adapting the most complex scores by Chopin or Mozart so they could be interpreted with her 4 fingers. In adapting these works, she had to develop muscular strength and precision in her wrists and arms far superior to the average. She rose to international stages, performing alongside world-renowned orchestras. Beyond the artistic performance, her journey is a scientific demonstration of the plasticity of the human brain. She treats every physical limitation as a data point to be optimized. Hee-Ah Lee does not seek conventional technical perfection. She embodies the warrior spirit that uses art to break biological barriers. Her influence transcends music to become a universal source of inspiration on the mind's ability to transcend matter. Number 6. Jose Arnulfo Castorena, Hydrodynamic Excellence and Paralympic Dominance. Jose Arnulfo Castorena is an elite athlete whose career redefines the laws of hydrodynamics. Born with significant limb malformations, he optimized his body to become an aquatic propulsion engine of formidable efficiency. Rather than relying on traditional arm span or leg power, Castorena developed core muscular strength and a breathing technique that allow him to generate incredible thrust. In the water, he becomes a true living torpedo, capable of rivaling the best world times in his category. His dominance in the SB2 breaststroke category, marked by numerous gold medals at the Paralympic Games and World Championships, testifies to a rigorous tactical approach to training. For him, swimming is not just a competitive sport. It is scientific proof of the human body's ability to restructure its power to achieve maximum efficiency despite the absence of limbs. His longevity at the highest level, spanning over 2 decades, proves that biological barriers can be dismantled through precision psychological preparation. He has become an icon in Mexico and worldwide, showing that excellence is not a matter of a standard physical form, but of optimizing one's own resources. Number 5. Gabriel Araujo, the movement revolution in the aquatic arena. Gabriel Araujo, affectionately nicknamed Gabriel Zinho, became a global icon during the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games, illustrating a spectacular mastery of human movement. Affected by phocomelia, a condition resulting in severe malformation of all 4 limbs, he developed an absolutely unique swimming technique that mimics the undulatory movement of marine mammals. By using his entire body as a fluid muscular motor, he defies water resistance with an agility that surpasses understanding. His success rests on a rigorous training system designed to optimize every muscle in the torso and neck. Beyond his multiple gold medals, Gabriel embodies a new formula for victory, where disability becomes a variable, allowing for the discovery of unprecedented propulsion methods. His radiant smile and communicative energy transformed international swimming venues into centers for celebrating internal power. He is living proof that human will can reinvent the mechanisms of physical conquest. Outside the pool, he uses his platform to show that his condition is not a break on a fulfilled life, dancing and interacting with fans with a joy that inspires millions. Number 4. Kenny Baker, the human architect behind the technological icon. Kenny Baker, at just 1.12 meters, 3 feet 8 inches, tall, accomplished an artistic mission that marked world cinema history by giving life to the droid R2-D2. In an era when digital special effects did not exist, Baker had to meet an extreme physical endurance challenge. Being enclosed in a narrow metal capsule, often under sweltering heat, required strength of character and surgical precision. He had to direct every movement, every head tilt, and every oscillation of the robot to convey emotion without ever using speech or his face. More than a simple acting performance, his role in the Star Wars saga validated a major artistic hypothesis. The stature of a performer is not measured by their height, but by the imprint they leave on the collective unconscious. Beyond this iconic role, his career in films like The Elephant Man or Time Bandits confirmed his status as a legend of the silver screen. Kenny Baker demonstrated that even hidden behind a steel shell, The human spirit is the only true engine capable of generating a universal emotional connection. He paved the way for many small-stature actors, proving that talent knows no physical dimensions. Number 3. Chelsea Werner, dual excellence in gymnastics and haute couture. Chelsea Werner is an emblematic figure who has shattered glass ceilings in two particularly demanding fields: high-level gymnastics and international modeling. Born with Down syndrome, she refused to let initial medical diagnoses, often pessimistic regarding muscle tone, dictate the limits of her potential. By winning 4 world championship titles at the Special Olympics, she established a new standard of physical excellence, proving that coordination, flexibility, and strength can be developed far beyond traditional biological expectations. Her transition into the fashion world was equally impactful. She challenged rigid aesthetic norms to become a globally recognized face, appearing in magazines like Forbes and Teen Vogue. Chelsea does not seek pity. She demands respect through the quality of her work and her unfaltering determination on the runway. Her journey is a powerful reminder that the only real barriers are often those we construct mentally. As a model and athlete, she uses her platform to promote a vision of perfection based on effort, authenticity, and resilience. She shows that diversity is not a manufacturing defect, but an essential component of human beauty. Number 2. Vinicio Riva, a symbol of human dignity in the face of neurofibromatosis. The story of Vinicio Riva offers a profound analysis of the limits of social tolerance and the power of human compassion. Afflicted by neurofibromatosis type 1, a genetic disorder causing the growth of numerous benign tumors across the body, his life was a constant struggle against the isolation imposed by the gaze of others. His publicized meeting with Pope Francis in 2013, who embraced him without hesitation, marked a turning point in the global perception of rare diseases. This symbolic act broke the barriers of stigmatization, reminding the world that an individual's intrinsic value does not reside in their outer shell. Until his passing in 2024, Vinicio remained an icon of equal presence, forcing society to question its ability to recognize humanity behind physical deformities. He lived in a small Italian village where, despite his condition, he tried to lead a normal life, working and interacting with his neighbors. His legacy is that of a bridge between the rare disease community and the general public. He demonstrated that true strength lies in the ability to forge spiritual and emotional connections that transcend physical appearances. Number 1. Abby Solomon, a genetic enigma in the service of survival. Abby Solomon represents one of the rarest and most fascinating medical cases in modern science. Living with neonatal progeroid syndrome, a unique genetic condition, her body is unable to store any adipose tissue. This keeps her in a permanent state of 0% body fat, despite a massive daily caloric intake that would cause weight gain in any healthy individual. For Abby, every meal is not a culinary pleasure, but a survival maneuver aimed at satisfying a metabolism that operates at a lightning-fast speed. Her existence is a living investigation into the power of DNA and the complexity of the human biological clock. Despite constant challenges related to physical fragility and declining sight, she navigates the world with a determination that commands admiration. Her case allowed researchers to discover asparagine, a hormone that regulates hunger and blood sugar levels, thereby opening major therapeutic pathways for the treatment of diabetes and obesity. Abby embodies the resilience of a human operational system capable of adapting to the most extreme genetic configurations. She is not just a patient, she is an active contributor to science, offering her story and biology to help millions of others. Number 11. The unexpected case. Maya and Leah were born with a genetic syndrome unique in the world, transforming their features in surprising ways. Far from hiding, these two sisters decided to turn their difference into a luminous strength. Through their radiant presence, they share a daily life filled with optimism and laughter. Their message is clear: rarity is not a weakness. Today, they inspire thousands of people to accept themselves, proving that the most beautiful treasure is the one carried in the heart. These trajectories demonstrate that willpower is the ultimate engine of evolution. By transforming their biological singularities into levers for change, these individuals invite us to rethink our own limits and celebrate the infinite richness of human potential.